Good morning, friends. Miss Greathouse here. So remember, last quarter you saw me in the phonics videos. So this quarter I'm going to be teaching reading and writing in the videos. And you'll see Miss Tappy for phonics and Mrs. Gilmore for math. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So for this unit of reading, which is about the next 6 weeks, so that'll take us a little bit after Christmas, so after Christmas break, we will be learning about community. And a community is a place and the people that live in it. Excuse me, friends. So we will be learning all about community. So a place and the people that live in it. So like you guys probably have a different community than I do because you guys live in Kansas City and I live in Independence. But then when we are in person or even virtual, we have our classroom community. So the place is our classroom and all the people that are in it. So you have different communities throughout your life and even sometimes throughout your day. So this week, we're going to focus on what jobs need to be done in a community. So that is in the community that we live in. So think about all the different jobs that need to be done in a community. So that's our essential question we're going to focus on this week. And another word for job that you might hear this week is occupation. So an occupation is just a job that someone does. So it's the same thing, just a different word. Okay, friends, so I want you to think about some jobs around your town or your community. So I want you to think about some of those jobs. So I'm going to give you a few seconds to think, and then we're going to come back and talk about it. Awesome. So some of the jobs that you could have thought about are maybe a teacher, like Miss Greathouse or Miss Gilmore or Miss Tappy. Maybe a bus driver. So during the normal school year, you would see your bus driver every day, unless you're a car rider. Then you would see your parent or whoever brought you to school. Maybe you're thinking about a firefighter or doctor or nurses. Excuse me, friends. Or a police officer, a taxi driver, a grocery store worker. So you have all these different jobs around town and around your community. So the story we're going to read today is called Good Job Ben. And while we're reading this story, we're going to do a lot of different things. Okay? So we're going to look for our sight words of the week. We're going to look for our sounds of the week. We're going to make predictions and confirm those predictions. And we'll talk more about that in a second. So we're going to do 3 big things while we're reading today. We're going to look for our sounds of the week, which is short E with 2 spellings. We're going to look for our 4 sight words of the week. And we are going to make predictions and confirm them. So we're going to head on over to our story and do a little bit of a review, and then we're going to get started. Okay, friends, so here's our story, Good Job Ben. And our sound of the week is short E, which is going to be spelled with just an E or EA. So we have 2 different spellings this week, E or EA. And remember, the short E says eh, okay? Then we're also going to be on the lookout for our 4 sight words. And those sight words are help, there, use, and again. So we have help, there, use, and again. So those are the words we can also be on the lookout for. Okay, and then the big part of today is we're going to make predictions. So a prediction is what you think the story is going to be about or what you think is going to happen. And so when you make a prediction, you use, so for example, for our first prediction, we're going to use this front cover picture. So you're going to use this picture and you're going to use your prior knowledge. So that's what you already know to make a prediction. And then you're going to confirm that prediction. And we'll talk about that a little bit more in a little bit. So let's get started with our story. So it is called Good Job, Ben. And this looks like they're outside of some building. So let's think about what jobs Ben might see in his community. So this looks like they have backpacks on, so I can make a prediction that maybe they're at school. Okay, so maybe one job that Ben is going to see is a teacher. So let's go ahead and read to find out. So our story is called Good Job, Ben. Okay, friends, some technical difficulties here. There we go. Ben and Mom head to town. It's a big trip. There is a lot to see. So we have our short E sound with EA. So Ben and Mom head to town. It is a big trip. There is a lot to see. And there is another one of our sight words this week. Ben and Mom will get on the bus. The driver stops on this block. Good job. Ben and Mom cannot cross yet. Stop, stop. She can help. Big job. So once again, we have a short E word with a different spelling. It's just a single E. Yet. And we also have one of our sight words, help. So remember, yet is short E, help is one of our sight words. Ben and Mom can walk. 6 men use a drill and fill cracks. It will look new again. Wet job. Okay, so again is one of our sight words. So far we have not been able to confirm our prediction of him seeing a teacher. So let's keep reading and find out if we can. Ben and Mom step in for bread. Ben sniffs. It smells good. Yum. Mom gets 10. Hot job. And 10 is a short E word. It has that single E. Ben and Mom get Jet. Jet licks Ben. The vet helped Jet get well quick. Pet job. So we have pet, jet, and vet that are all short E words. Ben and Mom stop to get books. Ben can get help from Miss Glenn. Glad job. What did Ben get? What has he read? Ben read books on jobs. Good job, Ben. So we have lots of short E words again. Ben, read, get, Glenn. Okay. And that is the end of our story, friends. So since we could not confirm our prediction of a teacher, like we said here, that could mean that our prediction was incorrect, and that's okay. So remember, you can make and confirm predictions throughout the entire story. So we can predict that this is a bus driver. Just looking at the picture, before we read, we can predict that this is a bus driver. And then by reading, it says Ben and Mom will get on the bus. The driver stops on this block. So we know that that's a bus driver. So friends, we're going to head on over to our paper for the day, and we're going to talk about your assignment, and I'm going to model what you're going to be doing for your assignment. Okay, friends, so you're going to get on, when you get on Seesaw, you'll have a sentence frame that looks like this. So it says, my prediction is blank, and you'll fill in the blanks. And then it says, my prediction was right or wrong because, and then you'll fill in the blanks. So remember, my prediction is Ben will meet a teacher. And so, friends, you guys are going to go back and make a different prediction. So my prediction is that Ben will meet a teacher, okay? And my prediction was wrong, right? So my prediction was wrong, okay? So I would write wrong. I wouldn't circle it. You would just write wrong. So my prediction was wrong because Ben never met or saw a teacher in the story. And Miss Greyhouse's lines are a little slanted. My apologies. So then at the end, my full response to our story says, my prediction is Ben will meet a teacher. My prediction was right or was wrong because Ben never met or saw a teacher in the story. So friends, when you go to Seesaw, I will have the story linked for you to go back and look at, and I will have a specific page for you to make a prediction about, and then you'll fill in the blanks in your sentence frame, okay? And you're going to write it on a piece of paper, okay? You're not going to write it on Seesaw. You're going to write it on a piece of paper so that you can practice writing as well. Awesome job, friends. I will see you in a little bit for writing. Have a great rest of your day.